Gasps filled the restaurant when Maya Carter walked in. Phones lifted. Whispers spread like wildfire. Chloe Miller's sharp voice rang out. "Well, well! Our Cinderella finally showed up!" Laughter boomed from her friends. Maya paused at the golden doorway, her stomach twisting, but her back stayed tall. She wasn't new to mockery. She had survived much worse. Tonight wouldn't break her. It would reveal her strength. With calm steps, she reached the table. The man waiting wasn't what she expected. Not weak, not desperate. His kind eyes stunned her. "Sorry I'm late," Maya said softly. He rose politely. "I'm Daniel Brooks. Please have a seat." Behind them, Chloe smirked, phone ready. But Maya's calm told a secret. This night would change everything. Cruel giggles buzzed from Chloe's table. Maya's memory replayed 3 days ago. Chloe had cornered her at work. Fake smile plastered. "I have the perfect man for you, Maya. He asked for someone quiet. Discreet." The word stung like venom. Chloe wanted a show, not a date. Maya had agreed anyway. She knew Chloe's tricks. Stealing credit for projects, blocking promotions, spreading whispers. This dinner was supposed to humiliate her. But Maya saw cracks already. Daniel wasn't what Chloe promised. His watch was polished, his manners refined. The waiter even greeted him by name. Maya realized something vital. Chloe hadn't just lied about her, she had lied about Daniel, too. The trap wasn't working as planned. "Film this," Chloe whispered to her friends, grinning wickedly. Phones pointed like arrows at Maya. They thought her embarrassment would go viral tomorrow. But Maya's face remained serene as she sipped water. Daniel leaned closer. "Do you know them?" His voice was gentle, eyes searching hers. "Co-workers," Maya answered flatly. "They think fake dates are funny." Daniel blinked, confused. "Fake?" "My assistant said a friend of yours arranged this." Maya's eyes narrowed. Chloe hadn't even told Daniel the truth. He wasn't her accomplice. He was a victim, too. For the first time, Maya's heart steadied. This wasn't just survival anymore. This was the chance to flip the entire game. And Chloe had no idea. Laughter burst again from Chloe's table. "Oh my gosh, she's actually trying to impress him." More heads turned toward Maya, but she stayed still, shoulders square, eyes calm. That calm wasn't weakness. It was warning. Daniel leaned in, his voice low. "I would never humiliate someone. I thought you truly wanted to meet." His eyes were kind. His words were honest. Maya studied him carefully. Nothing about him matched Chloe's cruel description. The truth was clear. Chloe had arranged this circus alone. She wanted a public joke. But instead of shattering, Maya felt power rising. This wasn't defeat, it was opportunity. She had survived storms far worse. Tonight, Chloe would regret underestimating her. Chloe stood suddenly, pretending sweetness. She rested a fake friendly hand on Maya's shoulder. "Hope you're not being too serious, dear." "Men hate that." The words sliced the air. Silence thickened. Maya's lips curved into a dangerous smile. "Chloe, are you sure you want to continue? Because once certain doors open, they never close." For a flicker, Chloe's mask slipped. But arrogance returned quickly. "Relax, Maya. It's just a bad date. Don't be dramatic." She laughed and strutted back to her table. Daniel's eyes widened. "You're calm. Too calm." Maya's voice was smooth. "Calm is my weapon." Inside, gears were already turning. Tonight wasn't a prank anymore. It was the beginning of Chloe's downfall. Daniel's curiosity grew. "What do you really do, Maya?" She leaned back, her eyes glinting. "I work in marketing, but I also document people like her." Daniel frowned. "Document?" Maya's voice sharpened. Every cruel word, every laugh. "I keep proof." Daniel sat straighter, stunned. She wasn't just surviving, she was collecting evidence. Meanwhile, Chloe filmed from across the room, grinning at her own cruelty. She thought she was the hunter, but Maya knew the truth. Chloe was building her own trap. Daniel glanced at Maya with new respect. He realized the woman sitting before him wasn't helpless. She was calculating, strategic, and far stronger than anyone in that restaurant imagined. And the storm was coming. Gasps echoed when the restaurant manager, Ethan Rivera, approached. "Mr. Brooks, your usual table is ready." Chloe's jaw dropped. "Usual table?" Maya blinked. Daniel wasn't some random man. He was important here. Chloe's friends whispered frantically. Phones lowered. The game was shifting. Daniel smiled warmly. "Would you join me, Maya?" She rose gracefully. Together they walked past Chloe, who froze in shock. Maya caught her reflection in a mirror. Calm, radiant, untouchable. The humiliation Chloe had planned was collapsing. Every step Maya took was a silent victory. Chloe's lips tightened, fury rising. She had underestimated her. The night was no longer hers. And Maya knew this was only the beginning of the unraveling. Daniel pulled out Maya's chair at the private table. "I'm sorry for the confusion," he said sincerely. Maya nodded. "You weren't the problem." Across the room, Chloe fumed, her plan slipping away. She texted furiously, trying to regain control. But whispers spread quickly. Diners murmured about Daniel Brooks, the CEO, and Maya Carter, the woman beside him. Chloe had tried to create a scene, but instead, she had elevated Maya. Daniel noticed the whispers, too. "They think we're together," he chuckled. Maya smirked. "Then let them." Her confidence caught him off guard. He saw not a victim, but a woman in control. Chloe's laughter had turned to silence. The trap had snapped shut, but not on Maya. Chloe refused to lose. She grabbed her phone and whispered loudly, "Can you believe it?" Maya begged for this date. Pathetic, right? Her friends giggled nervously. But Ethan Rivera overheard. He frowned, remembering Maya's kindness when she helped staff before. Unlike Chloe, Maya treated people with respect. Ethan quietly walked to Maya's table. "Miss Carter, would you like me to move them farther away?" Maya smiled calmly. "No, thank you." Her refusal surprised him. She wasn't hiding, she was confronting. Daniel leaned closer. "You could destroy her with one word." Maya's eyes glinted. "True strength is patience. Let her bury herself." Chloe didn't realize the walls were already closing in, and Maya held the key. Daniel studied Maya carefully. "Most people would storm out by now," she shrugged lightly. "Most people haven't lived my life." Her tone carried quiet steel. Daniel leaned back, impressed. "You're not afraid of her." Maya's lips curved. "Afraid Chloe needs an audience. Without it, she's nothing." Across the room, Chloe scrolled angrily, realizing fewer eyes were watching her now. The spotlight had shifted. Maya's composure was winning hearts. Even strangers admired her calm grace. Daniel felt something stir, respect. This wasn't a show anymore. This was real. Chloe had accidentally given him a front-row seat to a woman who refused to be broken. And he was beginning to wonder, had fate brought them together? Chloe's laughter grew louder, more desperate. "He'll dump her in 5 minutes. Watch!" But her voice shook. Her friends exchanged uncertain glances. One whispered, "Maybe this backfired?" Chloe's cheeks burned. Meanwhile, Maya and Daniel enjoyed their meals, ignoring the noise. Maya leaned forward. "She's losing control." Listen to her voice. Daniel nodded, realizing Maya was right. Chloe wasn't confident anymore, she was cracking. The more she pushed, the more foolish she looked. Diners shifted uncomfortably, annoyed by her noise. Chloe's joke was collapsing into public embarrassment. Maya didn't need to strike. Chloe was doing the job herself. Daniel whispered, "You really are calm under fire?" Maya smiled. "Calmness isn't weakness. It's strategy." Daniel set down his fork, his gaze steady. "Maya, I need to be honest. I didn't come here just for dinner." Her eyebrow arched. "Oh?" His voice softened. "I came looking for someone genuine. Someone who doesn't care about money or power." Maya blinked. "And Chloe thought humiliating me would help you?" Daniel shook his head. "She doesn't know me at all." Across the room, Chloe eavesdropped, her heart racing. This wasn't how it was supposed to go. Instead of ruining Maya, Daniel admired her more with every word. Maya's chest tightened, but she kept her voice cool. "Careful, Daniel. Respect is earned, not given." He smiled. "Then allow me to earn it." Chloe's hands shook as she typed a furious message. Her plan had crumbled, and Maya looked radiant under Daniel's attention. She whispered harshly to her friends, "I'll expose her. I'll tell everyone she tricked him." But they shifted nervously. "Chloe, maybe you should stop. People are staring." Her throat tightened. For once, her audience wasn't laughing with her. They were judging her. Meanwhile, Maya stood to excuse herself. As she walked past, Chloe hissed, "Don't get comfortable, Cinderella." Maya stopped, turned, and smiled coldly. "Fairy tales always end with truth, Chloe. Careful which role you play." Gasps spread around them. Chloe's face turned scarlet. The humiliation she'd planned for Maya now hovered over her. Maya returned to the table, her steps steady. Daniel watched her closely. "She fears you," he murmured. Maya sat gracefully. "She fears exposure." "Bullies always do." Daniel leaned forward, lowering his voice. "Can I tell you something? When I walked in tonight, I expected another shallow evening, but then I met you." Maya looked away, flustered for the first time. She had built walls for years, yet Daniel's sincerity cracked them. "Careful, Daniel. You don't know me," she said softly. His voice was firm. "I know enough. I see strength where others see weakness." Across the room, Chloe clenched her fists. The more Daniel admired Maya, the more invisible she became, and she couldn't stand it. The tension grew unbearable. Ethan Rivera, the manager, finally approached Chloe's table. "Miss, your behavior is disturbing guests. Please lower your voice," Chloe gasped. "Excuse me? Do you know who I am?" Ethan's voice stayed calm. "I know enough. Respect is required here." Laughter erupted, not at Maya, but at Chloe. Her face burned crimson. She slumped in her chair, furious and humiliated. At Maya's table, Daniel whispered, "Do you realize you've turned her trap upside down without lifting a finger?" Maya sipped her drink, eyes glinting. "That's the best revenge. Let truth speak louder than noise." Ethan gave Maya a respectful nod before leaving. Chloe had wanted a show. Instead, she became the clown. The restaurant buzzed, but Maya stayed quiet, her silence powerful. Daniel watched her, amazed. "Most people fight with words. You fight with presence." Maya's lips curved faintly. Words fade. Actions stay. Chloe's friends had stopped laughing. Some even looked at Maya with admiration. The balance had shifted completely. Chloe, once queen of attention, now sat ignored in the corner. Daniel felt warmth grow in his chest. This woman didn't just survive chaos. She commanded it. He leaned closer. "Maya, you've changed the whole room." She tilted her head. "No, Daniel. The truth changed it. I only gave it space." And in that moment, Daniel realized Maya wasn't just someone to admire. She was unforgettable. Chloe couldn't take it anymore. She slammed her glass down, shattering silence. "Enough! You all think she's so perfect? She's nothing. She's a nobody." Gasps rippled through the room. Maya didn't flinch. Instead, she turned slowly, her voice steady. "Funny. If I'm nothing, why waste all your energy on me?" Chloe's mouth opened, but no words came. For once, she had no script. Laughter trickled, not cruel, but against Chloe this time. Her friends shifted uncomfortably, avoiding her gaze. The audience she craved had abandoned her. Daniel stood, his voice calm but firm. "This dinner is over, Chloe. Respect has a seat at this table." "You do not." Chloe froze. The crown she clung to had crumbled. Chloe stormed out, her heels clacking like thunder. The restaurant exhaled relief. Ethan quickly signaled staff to clear her mess. Maya sat still, her face unreadable. Daniel touched her hand lightly. "You didn't even raise your voice." She met his eyes. "Why should I?" Noise fades. Dignity lasts. Daniel smiled softly. "You've taught me something tonight." Maya arched an eyebrow. "And what's that?" His gaze lingered. "That strength doesn't always roar. Sometimes it whispers." Heat rushed to her cheeks, but she hid it behind a calm sip of water. The chaos was over, yet something new stirred between them. Not part of Chloe's cruel plan. Something real. Something Maya never expected to find here. The restaurant slowly returned to normal. Diners whispered, glancing at Maya with admiration. Ethan passed by quietly, slipping a note onto Maya's table. "For you, in case you need support." She opened it. Words of gratitude for her grace. Maya tucked it away, heart warmed. Daniel chuckled. "You've won the room, Maya." She shook her head. "I wasn't playing a game." His voice lowered. "Maybe not. But you've earned respect, mine most of all." Maya's chest tightened. She had walked in expecting humiliation. Instead, she walked out stronger. Chloe had meant to cage her. But instead, Chloe had unlocked a door Maya didn't even know was there. and Daniel was already standing on the other side. As they stepped outside, the night air cooled Maya's cheeks. Daniel turned, serious. "Maya, I have a proposal." She raised an eyebrow. "A proposal?" He nodded. "Not romantic. Not yet, professional." Maya frowned, curious. "Go on." His voice was steady. "I want someone like you, strong, fearless, to consult with my company. People like Chloe crumble under pressure. You rise." Maya blinked. She had come expecting ridicule, and now an opportunity stood before her. "Why me?" she whispered. Daniel's answer was simple. "Because you're real." Her heart raced. A cruel prank had twisted into something powerful, and Maya realized fate had given her more than survival tonight. It had given her a new beginning. Maya sat in silence, her heart racing. A chance like this could change everything. Yet doubt whispered, was she ready? Daniel watched her carefully. "No pressure. Think about it." His respect made the decision harder. He wasn't pushing her. He was offering trust. Maya thought of Chloe, of years spent under shadows. Maybe this was her moment to step into light. She exhaled slowly. "I'll consider it." Daniel smiled gently. "That's all I ask." For the first time, Maya felt the walls she'd built begin to crack. Not from weakness, from possibility. Her life was no longer defined by survival. Tonight she had been seen. And maybe, just maybe, she was ready for more. Across town, Chloe sat in her dark apartment scrolling through social media. The videos had spread, but instead of mocking Maya, they praised her. Grace under fire, dignity wins. Comment after comment stung like knives. Her friends had stopped answering. Her reputation was shattered. Chloe had set the trap, but she had fallen into it herself. Meanwhile, Maya slept soundly for the first time in months. She didn't know the extent of Chloe's humiliation. She didn't care. For once, she wasn't thinking about Chloe at all. The weight that had pressed on her shoulders for years had lifted. Tomorrow would bring challenges, but tonight belonged to Maya, and no one could take it away. The morning sun streamed through Maya's window. For the first time in years, she felt free. At work, whispers followed her, but not the cruel kind. Admiration filled the air. Chloe, usually buzzing with arrogance, was silent. She avoided Maya's gaze. Her shoulders slumped. Power had shifted. Maya walked past her desk without a word. She didn't need revenge. Silence was enough. Later, Daniel called. "Still thinking?" Maya smiled faintly. "Yes." His chuckle warmed her. "Good, take your time. I'll wait." For once, someone valued her decision, not as a pawn, but as a person. And Maya knew this was only the first step of something much greater. A new chapter had begun. Days passed. Maya reflected on everything. Strength wasn't about shouting. It wasn't about crushing enemies. It was about standing tall when others wanted you small. It was about silence when chaos screamed. Daniel had seen it in her, and now she saw it in herself. One evening, he invited her to dinner again. This time, there was no audience, no trap. Just two people sharing stories. Maya realized she wasn't Cinderella. She wasn't waiting for rescue. She had rescued herself. And maybe, just maybe, she had found someone who respected her for it. Chloe had lost the game she started. But Maya? She had found her true beginning. Maya stood outside under the night sky, the city lights glittering around her. She thought back to that first humiliating laugh, Chloe's cruel setup, the phones flashing. That night was supposed to break her. Instead, it became her turning point. Daniel walked beside her, hands in his pockets. "Funny how one night can change everything," he said softly. Maya smiled. "It didn't change me. It revealed me." He looked at her with quiet admiration. "Then the world finally gets to see what I see." Maya's heart swelled, not with fairy tale magic, but with truth. This wasn't about glass slippers or princes. It was about strength, respect, and dignity. And that was the real happily ever after.